5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Away with Words, the podcast. It's your girl Bree Stories.
It's Aja Moesha.
And it's A-Tati.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Let's check in.
Okay.
Somebody else go first.
I will check in first.
I like that.
Physically, I feel good. I just kind of took a day to myself yesterday. I was going to go out, but I didn't, and I just got centered. I wrote in my journal, relaxed a little bit, wrote down some goals and things that I want. What else? So physically, I'm feeling good. Spiritually, I feel good. Been praying, getting just centered within myself, and some, like I said, just goals and just really establishing things and ending this year and getting ready to go into the new year.
Yes.
Emotionally, I was feeling a little emotional yesterday, but that's because. But yeah. So that was that. But y'all know I'm a real nigga and I always bounce back. My intentions are on, just like I said, getting ready to go into the new year. I'm just getting ready to just start applying to my master's program and work on that. And I really work in my new job. Whenever I work with kids, I always say, like, I know that's, like, where I'm supposed to be. So I just really want to work on fulfilling, like, my purpose and finishing out and just getting ready to make these money moves and shit like that.
Yeah.
So,
and body moves.
Yeah.
Control your period. I'm sorry.
Ew.
I'm sorry. That was gross.
I was like, ew.
I'll go next.
I don't want to be on. Oh, I do think being on my period is so stupid.
Okay.
No.
Because while y'all talking, I'm not having sex, and I feel like unless I'm having sex, I shouldn't have a period.
I agree.
Yeah, so like, you know, that should be the only time when I'm having a menstrual cycle.
Yeah.
I would rather not have a menstrual cycle if I was having sex so that I wasn't ovulating.
Then how do you? Well, that's
like.
Well, you taking it all the way to
Yeah,
the
I was
root.
like, that's what
If you're
I
gonna
was
take it to the
thinking.
root, then take the whole thing.
And then
Take
if
it
I'm
off.
actively having sex, then I would rather not have that be in the way of the sex and not have to take a week.
You don't fuck on your period?
I was like, who said it gotta get in the way?
No.
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
I'm not into like scary, bloody movies. And
No.
Oh,
But no,
God.
seriously though,
Look.
I would rather.
I looked at my glasses and grill. I was like, ugh.
I would rather just have maybe because I'm not having sex and I feel that way.
No, I feel you. I agree. Because
'Cause
sometimes you just want that. You just want that you're not pregnant.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly. That's why, like, when you're having sex, it should be like you get your period to know you're not pregnant.
Yeah.
But if you're not having sex,
Oh.
I don't need to know I'm not pregnant.
If you look at it that way.
That's what I was saying. But you
Okay.
took it to the actual root, which is don't even let it ovulate.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
fuck
not
it.
ovulating.
Yeah, so
Which is
have
so crazy. And that just reminded me like of how much I am a stickler about safe sex and about actively preventing pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I talk to my doctor all the time. My doctor would just be like, "Bro, like you're not ovulating. Like that's what the pill does." And I'm just like, "But I'm never gonna not fuck with a condom. Like I'm just always using a condom regardless because I just can't fold."
She tries to convince you to not use condoms.
No, she just
fired.
no.
She's sitting like
No,
Bree,
every
come
time I
on.
go, I want a pregnancy test, and she always,
okay,
and she'll be like, and my love life has been so sporadic, so she'll be like, "When's the last time you had sex?" And I'll be like, 4 months ago, and she'll be like, "Have you not been having a period?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Have you been taking your pill?" Yeah. She's like, "What are you talking about then?" I'm like, "Do your fucking job, do all the things. I want blood work, I want my fucking, I want to make sure I'm not
Your
pregnant."
damn doctor's bill be high as fuck.
Yeah, I got good insurance. And I want it all. I go once a year. I want all of it. So, yeah. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm good. Spiritually, I think I'm feeling good. Still the same as I was before. Last week, I feel pretty clear of mind. Emotionally, however, I have been a little upset. Dealing with some personal maintenance issues. So I've been getting a little upset about that. Friday, I thought I was about to get everything taken care of, and I didn't get everything taken care of, so that kind of threw me off my square a little bit. But besides that, I'll be fine. And physically, I'm good. I'm good.
Thanks
to the
your eyes look
Yeah,
great.
your eyes look so pretty.
Thank you. Thanks to our vibe specialist, I'm not hungry. That was the only conflicting feeling I had.
Great.
Coming in today, so I'm
So you're
good.
well fed, and ready to give head.
I want to use some hair.
Yeah.
Is that all? Yeah.
What's your attention currently on?
My attention is on. I just got 2 new books.
Yes, books.
So my attention is on finishing my 2 new books. I got.
Too.
You got one of my books that you
And I'm
need
not
to
giving
give
it
back. Oh yes, you
Wow.
are. Oh yes,
Try
you
me.
are.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sure. I'll get it back.
I love how passionate we are about books. People steal them.
Ain't nobody stealing my book.
Oh,
In high school, I used to make people write contracts before I would lend out my books to
I
them.
love that.
I used to literally write out a contract and make them sign it. But I'm reading 2 books, so that's really what my main focus is on, is finishing those 2 books and then coming up with the new content that'll hit the blog shortly.
And writing your book.
I'm kind of thinking it's all going to be in one. The content for the blog plus my book. I'm thinking I'm going to tie all that in together, so.
I love that.
Yeah.
You've been playing with me back over here.
Are you mad?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going to write Ajano Asia a separate short.
Just
short
her own
piece.
book.
Y'all know
Cool.
what about?
Y'all remember? You gotta be an auntie.
That's gonna help us in one of our Discovery Zone topics. I don't like it. Anyhow, physically, I'm feeling amazing. I feel a sensation in my sacral chakra. I've been really in my chakra Khan, y'all. Hey, I'm real drunk already. Anyway, I feel sensation. That's cute. I feel sensation in my sacral chakra. I've been very in touch with my divine feminine, and that has been awesome.
Your clip still tight?
Yeah,
Her click was.
Anyway, so that's physically. Emotionally, I feel what do you call it? I was thinking the word drained, but I'm thinking of like strained, but not in a bad way. You know, like a strainer. Like everything is sifted through, and I feel like clean. I feel like that emotionally. And spiritually, kind of the same as physically, very in touch with my divine feminine right now, feeling amazing. And my attention is currently on today. I feel like last week I slipped just a little bit. I've been trying to keep myself on a pretty heavy schedule to make sure that I'm spending each and every day with some form of productivity towards this and towards Yay Mash and just towards our brand and everything that we do. And I think that Thursday I fell off, and then I allowed myself to kind of stay there Friday and Saturday. But instead, Friday and Saturday, I really focused on just my spiritual alignment and like exercise and all that stuff. So I don't feel like it's a bad thing that I replaced the productivity with those things, but I just am looking forward to getting back into it this week. So let's jump in the Discovery Zone. We got stuff up in there. The first thing in the Discovery Zone is everybody now knows about the lineup for The Lion King.
That didn't mean you do it again. I tried so hard to keep a straight face, and y'all started singing. I was just like,
The second verse, I mean.
the second verse.
So anyway, so we all know what's popping with The Lion King.
Yes.
A lot of people are kind of feeling the same way that I was feeling about Beyonce. Like, I wish she was Sarabi.
But who is the
Alfred.
I think that's good.
Yeah, when I saw her as Sarabi, I was like, okay.
I just don't know how I feel because I don't know. I'm curious. I'm curious to see how that goes, especially because AP and I were talking about it. Drew P and I were talking about it last week, just about how like familiar Beyonce's voice is to us, and like, is that gonna throw us off of the story? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's gonna be a little distracting.
Did you see the other the animated movie she was in?
Life or what was it called?
I don't remember. I just knew she was in a cartoon movie.
So this is live action though, right?
Right.
So she's not gonna be the actual Nyla?
What do you mean?
Live action.
Is this animated or is this like?
I thought it's voiceover.
So it's like animated.
I thought it was people.
Well, that's why I was asking
That's
if
what
you
I
saw
thought
the
too, I
other
think.
movie because I was gonna say, did that throw you off? But I didn't
No,
see that
but-
movie. So.
I thought that
But Lion King is still a little different.
yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting, but
So it's another cartoon.
I don't know.
need answers.
I don't know. I think it's live action, but not how you're thinking it is because they're animals. It can't be It can't be fucking her on two legs. Like
What if they just?
it's like the Jungle Book.
Like,
Did you see the new Jungle Book?
Oh.
So it's like that.
But
But
anyway,
anyway,
that either.
I don't
Somebody
like
but
it.
either way, it's a bang up cast.
Yeah.
We got Donald Glover. You
I
don't
don't know
like
some of
his
those
name?
names though on the list.
You didn't? I didn't know
I
the two
didn't
young
know-
ones. Let me.
No, not like the actors. Like they were listing names of characters. I didn't know.
Oh no, I think that
I
they
don't
changed some of the
know.
names of the hyenas.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know who those people were.
Some of
I was
the
reading it and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
But I didn't know who
like the bottom row with Azizi and Shinzi and Kamari. Were those the original?
I don't think that was their real names.
You said which one? I
The
think one of
hyenas.
them. One of them is the real name, but not all of them.
Oh.
Anyway,
I
either
would
way,
like
it's a
Whoopi
bang.
Goldberg to come back.
I really like whatchamacallit,
Wow,
Scar.
I like her to come back.
I like the man as Scar. I think he's gonna be a great Scar.
Who's that?
The man from 12 Years a Slave.
His name.
Oh,
And from the Four Brothers.
Yeah, let's not butcher his name.
I was like, shh, and I just stopped.
It's like Chiwetel.
I was about to. You just said don't.
I said maybe. Anyhow, but Donald Glover is Simba, which that's amazing. That makes me really happy. We got James Earl Jones back in this bitch. Finna get crunk. Keegan Michael Key.
I'm happy about one of my favorite white. What's his name?
Oh,
Seth.
No,
I
one of my
love
favorites.
Seth.
You don't
Seth
want
is
Keegan?
hilarious.
You know, I really like
Pumbaa.
Keegan
Perfect.
Key because of his new show. Well, I guess it's not Friends from
Netflix
College
show.
or College Friends, something from Netflix. That gave me a newfound Yeah, this is him. They gave me a new. They gave me his newfound. It gave me like a newfound like for him, but I wasn't really a fan of like his style of comedy and stuff. TBH.
Oh wow! I like.
But
him.
yeah, Seth Rogen, which is amazing. John Oliver as Zazu, I think is pretty great too. I love Billy Etchner. I never knew his last name, but he's also in Friends from College, and he's really fucking funny. And I think that's a good Timon. And I'm excited for Alfred Woodard.
Yes.
I got the bike. I love Holiday. I love Holiday Heart. I'm not gonna front about it. But yeah, Legends Upon Legends. Eric Andre is hilarious, so I'm very interested in seeing that. But yeah, I think Lion King is gonna be good. We're looking at 2019 for a release
I'm
date.
sick of all of these long term.
I mean, but that's it's
doubt
gonna
it.
be. You think it's gonna be crazy? It's gonna be
Yeah,
good.
but I don't like to wait. Just let me know like a good 2 months before it comes out.
Well,
Girl, you know how I follow the love of my life, Usher, and everything he does. And when the last movie he was in, I heard about that movie maybe like 3 or 4 years before it actually.
was it the
came
boxing
out.
movie?
Yeah. I was keeping up with that for years.
Did
Okay,
you-
when's
did
it
you
gonna
go see
happen?
it?
Of course. That's
Was
a
his
great.
role-
That's a
was
great on the
his role
day.
very big?
What's his
Yeah,
what
I mean,
big?
it was about. Well, it wasn't about him, but he was Sugar Ray Leonard, and Sugar Ray Leonard was like a huge part of the other boxers.
I liked his demeanor in that role.
I think he did a really good
And that's
job
how Sugar Ray
portraying
Leonard was
Sugar Ray.
really acting.
She was so your man.
I'm not talking
she
about
wouldn't.
Usher. I'm talking about Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah,
and I
I'm
think
talking about watching.
what I'm.
You said it so. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Watch her.
Anyway, speaking of Usher, everybody understands the classic episodes of Usher that was on Moesha.
Mm-hmm.
And Moesha
his
is
name
doing-
was Jeremy.
And I used to love a boy named Jeremy when I was that age.
Did you?
I stole him from Dana Ross Garns.
So here's the proof.
I told you.
Watch her.
No,
And
it's on your face up now. You're a thief.
On your side. Well, yeah.
Now she offended.
Usher was on Moesha.
Anyway, and Moesha has a lot of cool things going on right now, or just one cool thing going on.
Moesha's
Moesha's a live action play. Moesha book.
They should. They do have books.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
They
I'm
do have
surprised they don't
books.
have Moesha books.
Moesha has
Oh.
books because I have one of them.
That's
Did you
amazing.
read it?
Yeah.
What was it about? Her diary?
No. It was
That's boring.
it was about her and Q because her and Q are on the cover of that book.
Oh.
And it's about her and Q.
That's
Like
sweet.
she got sick. Like
Uh-huh.
she got sick and didn't go to school. But that day she didn't go to school for whatever reason. She was mad at Q, so she wrote a long letter like breaking up with him. And he never got the letter. And by the time she got back to school, like everything was good. He was sweet to her, had apologized. So she was all scared because he eventually did get the letter.
Oh, she
And
mailed
his
it.
heart was broken. Mm-hmm.
So wait,
But
so
he's
was
super
this
mad.
were these books like unaired episodes kind of? I
I
never knew they had books.
just seen that when I used to go to the library all the time when I was younger and get books, and I just saw it one day, so I got it.
And you never returned it?
No,
Thieves!
I had to think about it.
I'm not
no.
a thief, everyone.
But
I do have her
I
book.
think it was a situation where it wasn't really episodes. It was just somebody created a story
Scenario.
That's
about
kinda cool.
Moesha.
She has
That's
money
kinda-
because she also had a Brandy doll, but that has nothing to do with Moesha.
And I got that too. I got the Barbie.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
She had an orange dress.
So, what was it? The Real? Is that the name
The
of that
Real,
show? On The
yes.
Real, they had like a Moesha reunion, which was so sweet.
Yes.
I saw a clip of it, and Brandy was crying, and she was just so overwhelmed with his love and joy.
They had the whole
Countess
kitchen.
Vaughn.
They
Yeah, they did
the
redo the
whole like
kitchen.
kitchen set of like the Mitchell's house. That is my favorite show in the entire world.
This is true.
I love Moesha and I love Brandy, but I was
As
so
I get
happy.
older, I realize how fucking petty that show is. Like, I love Moesha. Don't get me wrong, but like she used to just be having like the whole her car, the car that her dad gave her.
That is the only thing that I be like, girl, like you're a spoiled brat. That was the only
Yeah,
thing.
I can't deal with that.
No,
And she used to just get herself in like a lot of shit that was unnecessary. Like,
Frank Mitchell's hairline these days is very interesting.
I'm so when I first saw it, I was very
Offended?
lost.
Me too.
Because what
Just
happened?
kidding.
What I just wanted to know. Like,
Oh, what happened to
it's
him?
like
I mean,
back and just like
it's like a high top fade almost, but it's
Yeah.
like pushed.
I want to know like
He seems to be like he's in really good health. Like, it's not like he's like,
in
it's
the
not like he's
stretch.
sick and like
Yeah.
let himself go. Or
Yeah,
not.
no,
Like,
he
he
does-
seems to be really
it's
upbeat, happy. Like
It just wasn't good
and
for
I
the
thought Miles
hairstyles
was
that
in
day.
Arizona.
What? I'm sorry I lied to you, Martin. First of all, do you want to take me out?
I didn't know what you were talking about.
First of all, I'm about to cry.
I love that's one of the funniest scenes on Martin. When
Yeah,
he
no,
gets
it really
here,
is.
so relatable.
Those funny-
Arizona.
Do you understand how much I YouTube that scene? Just to see that? It really it puts me in the best spirits.
No, that's
Oh
crazy.
my God. But
So wait,
love him.
sitcom dads though, right? So we should do a quick fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
My favorite game. Fuck, marry, kill. Frank Mitchell, Carl Winslow, Uncle Phil.
I know I'm killing Carl because I would under no circumstances
Oh my
mess with that man. So Carl gotta go
And he a op.
immediately.
Damn, I wouldn't fuck him either.
And-
But I want to kill Frank.
I don't think I would fuck Frank Mitchell. I think
'Cause
out
it's
of
like
all
your
of
dad?
them, Uncle Phil is the most attractive to me. out of the three of them. So Uncle Phil, I definitely have to fuck him. And then I feel like Frank, I would marry him by default.
Oh,
But I don't mind Frank. So I would marry him. We just don't have sex.
I'm
like
gonna
Henry
go. I'm gonna exchange Carl
No, you
and
can't.
put Bill
You
Cosby
can't.
in.
Oh, you really want to fuck Bill Cosby?
I like Bill. No,
She definitely.
no, I don't want to fuck him. I want to marry him. I love Bill Cosby as a father.
That's
Oh, I
crazy.
know.
I never said I want to fuck
She
Bill.
wanna sell. She want a whole rapist in her house.
I like Bill Cosby. He ain't rape little kids.
Last week we talked about how she still want to be with Chris Brown. And
So what?
Now she want to have sex with Bill Cosby.
All right, I did not say I wanted to have sex with that man. I want to marry
What
him.
y'all gonna do?
What y'all gonna do? They gonna do the same thing me and Frank gonna do.
You think you not finna fuck? He gonna put some shit. He gonna put some
Yeah,
shit
nah,
on
he ain't
his
gonna do
Carl Winslow.
Kill him.
No, I want to kill Frank. I don't like Frank.
Okay,
I don't like Frank.
And can we do this based off of how they looked during
Yes,
their show?
exactly. That's what I was
I'm marrying
thinking.
Uncle Phil.
So everything's still the same for me.
No.
I'm still fucking
I
Uncle
fucking
Phil.
Phil.
Change nothing.
But it made me feel better about marrying Frank.
Oh my god.
He looked like how he
He's
did
gonna
in the
age awfully.
Yeah, you know that his hairline is gonna be like that.
It's awfully.
Okay, so
worse.
I'm definitely marrying Uncle Phil, hands down. He was a fantastic provider. So, and he was very smart.
That was fun.
Okay, so look.
He had a Saturn dealership.
Whatever.
Get out of here.
What?
I'd rather him have like a Chevy or a
So a
Ford.
black man owns his own
Saturns
business.
are not even being made anymore. So
You just
you
put down
don't
your
have,
own
your nigga don't
people.
got no job now.
You put down
Now your man
own
don't got no
people.
job. You supported him. How that?
First of all,
now, girl. Who you want to fuck, marry, and kill?
Go ahead.
I already said I'm marrying Uncle Phil, and I'm gonna kill Carl Winslow because he an op. And then I'm gonna fuck Frank
Aw.
and push his hairline forward.
That's not the frame.
Oh, right. Well, then I'm gonna fuck him and D because D was fine. So
He's not in the fuck Mary.
I mean, but if I could get Frank, I could get D. Duh.
There, but if you married to him, she probably won't be around. But we should have won like you.
She only didn't like her the first season.
She didn't like her.
We
second
off
season
Moesha.
either. When she remember when
Ladies.
she got rid of her furniture?
But she did not like her then.
She didn't
It
like.
just hurt her
She's a
feelings.
bitch. Moesha's a bitch.
Anyway, as if that wasn't
Wild, mad, disrespectful.
I don't care.
First of all,
Go ahead.
you don't care, baby. You don't control this stuff. You don't control
Next
nothing.
subject, because she wants to move on anyway.
I
I
would
don't
She wants to
care.
move on anyway.
You won't be in control of it. You're not the conductor of this
Come on
train.
now.
Thank you very
Come
much.
on, you get a train right on you.
Producer man. Producer man. Are you ready to keep going? Okay, producer man. Not Anya.
That's the creator of the
Not
show.
Anya.
Are you ready to go?
Not
Are you ready to go?
guys.
Are you ready to
Bree,
go?
you go ahead.
Are you ready to
You
go?
go
Are you
ahead.
ready to go?
just want.
Girl, because she mad because I don't like her little funky ass show.
I'm too grown. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, some old ass. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm an adult. Go ahead.
Okay, look. All right.
But what I want
Okay. Simmer. We're really sorry. As if that wasn't petty enough, we're still gonna go into the petty parlor now because that's where we need to be, and we only got a few minutes to be there because y'all want to waste time being crazy. So I just wanted to talk about this in the petty parlor. I don't want to say so here. I want to use my words correctly. I'm putting Brother Love in the petty parlor. If you don't know who that is, it's P. Diddy. He came out yesterday and said that he's changing his name yet again. So the petty thing about it is not that he wants to be called Brother Love as if that isn't petty enough. The petty thing about it to me is that he said, I will no longer answer to P. Diddy, Puff Daddy. Like, sir,
You gonna answer?
you can do what you want to do. Like, you can wake up every day for the rest of your fucking life and be like, my name is this now. But how you gonna say we can't? You're not gonna answer to Diddy or P. Diddy or Puff Daddy or like.
I wouldn't dare have him on my show because I don't feel like calling him Brother Love.
I hope Cassie just
Yeah,
calling him a
so.
straight fucking Sean. Just yo. Like Mr. Combs. Because
I
I'm
would
not gonna
never
play.
call my dude.
No, he's
by
dead
his
ass.
name.
He was dead.
He was
dead
dead the fuck
serious.
serious. Because yesterday was his birthday. So he was just, rejoicing, like it's his 48th. Oh, don't say that. It's his 48th birthday. He's just like, God is good. He's like, I had this on my heart. I want to be called Love. AKA Brother Love. And I was just like, okay, I'm with it. And then afterwards he was like, so I will no longer be answering to Diddy, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, or Puff, or Puffy. And I was just like, that's a little
You
unrealistic.
can call him brother, like the church people. Like if he was on your
That's
laptop,
what I was thinking.
Just be like, hello, brother.
I don't
Take a
like
seat.
it. I don't like
Take a
it.
seat.
I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable.
I don't like it either.
What's your favorite name of his? What do you
Puff.
Puff?
Puff Daddy. Definitely.
I like Diddy.
I like Diddy too. I liked when he was Diddy Dirty Money. That was lit.
Looking for someone to love me.
Anyway. Well, that's all I have for the petty parlor today. But we do have a topic of discussion.
No.
Oh, what did you? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Pet.
You got 3 minutes.
Bree does not like this young lady, but
No, but here's what. Let me tell you what I'm learning because I reread my book. what I'm learning is that the universe just responds to what you put out, whatever it is that you put out. So I'm not going to put out any negativity about her. I'm just simply turning away from it. I'm not saying yes or no to it. I'm just diverting my attention somewhere else because it doesn't bring me good energy to think about the woman. So you go ahead. You got 2 minutes.
Well, in the Petty Parlor, I felt like it was really petty. Kim Kardashian, she dressed up for Halloween. She picked a bunch of different female music artists, like icons, to dress like. She did Madonna, she did Cher, and then she did Aaliyah. For whatever reason, when she did Aaliyah, people took that as disrespect and acted like it was somehow wrong of her to dress like her. I don't know when. First of all, she's not white. So I don't know why it wasn't disrespectful for her to be Madonna, because she's not white. So I don't know how they differentiate between those. But it was petty that they didn't like it. But then it was even pettier that she obviously heard the negative comments so much to the point where she felt like she had to respond to it. And she wrote like a post saying, like, you know, I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but she's just an icon of mine. I love her music. Me and my kids love her. And she was just like, but I don't agree with what you guys are saying. I just feel like it was really petty. I just think sometimes I get that people don't like the girl and that she does a lot of things people don't agree with, but sometimes it's just
over
never that
at
serious.
this point. Like, let her live. Like, who cares? Like, they gonna have something to say regardless of what she do.
And there's tons of people that do this every year.
Yeah,
like so I don't know how you picked her to be like, oh no, but when she did it,
like the petty man who dressed up as a Q for Halloween, which was really wild.
But he was black, right?
Yeah, but
I did see people were really mad about it.
It's just funny to me.
Yeah,
that's crazy. She's being so extra, like, because she's so not fazed by Kim Kardashian. Go ahead. Let's go to the next topic.
Cool. So we have a topic of discussion this week. Our topic, if you go to our page, we put up a little video from The Guardian, and they made a short film. It's based in London.
Galaxy?
Guardians
of the Galaxy?
Nope. The Guardian put out a short film in London, and it's basically about minorities, like black people. They had black people, British people, Pakistani people, people of Middle Eastern descent, people of Asian descent, like, you know, all of these different people talking about their experience with online dating as a minority. And it's really interesting because I think that we, like, I don't know, I thought that it was interesting because stereotypes do exist still so prominently, but it's interesting to think about the different avenues that they translate to, because now here we are in 2017 and online dating is like the thing, and we deal with like this day-to-day, like every day we interact with all these different people every single day, and sometimes those interactions be wild as fuck, but it's like sometimes we're like not even aware of it, like this, like the stereotypical, like just the banter, just like the back and forth, just the way that people think of you because you're black or because you're a woman or because you're light-skinned or because, you know, I just thought that it was really interesting. I highly recommend that you watch it. But I just wanted to talk about our experiences with dealing with stereotypes in the realm of dating and also in online dating specifically. So, if anybody online dates.
I don't think I have anything specific necessarily to online dating. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think I felt anything like specific, like, oh, this came from like online dating or this only happens in that area. So I don't think I have anything like that. But I know in general, whenever I date somebody new or if anybody like is trying to talk to me or anything, like the initial response is always like, you know how y'all light-skinned girls be, or you know, like you know how y'all be crazy, or you know how y'all be having hella niggas and da-da-da. Like, it's always something like they just really think my life is popping. Like, they just really think it's like lit 24/7. Like, because I'm light-skinned, and I'll be like, it's actually the exact opposite.
I categorize men like that. I be like, y'all niggas. I do that a lot.
But not.
So do you feel like you stereotype men?
No, I mean, I'll say that like jokingly, but I really don't I don't group them all together. I do, one thing that I do, I guess, I don't know if this would fall into this kind of topic, but one thing because I don't really date outside like my race, so I don't feel like I really get like categorized, I guess you could say, or stereotyped. But when like a lot of white men hit on me, I don't taste like chocolate, so I don't know what that has to do with
Yeah.
anything.
I don't taste like chocolate.
So it's actually just irritating.
You've never gotten like the submissive white men
Like saying what?
in your DMs or on online dating? I've had white men say like, "Oh, Nubian queen, like I would just like cater to you." Like it's just like, what the fuck are you? You know, like I think a lot of white men have like either they have like this like, and it's from porn. I think a lot of things from men, not even just white men, but a lot of things with men like stem from just like being like reprogrammed from what they see in porn.
They think we Ronnie off of.
Right, exactly. They either want us to come in and be like, all right, you white motherfuckers, or they want us to like play like a slave. Like, you know, like they want us to be the submissive ones and it'd be like some like real offensive crazy shit. But I've definitely had first of all, bitch, let's talk about the word Nubian and how you shouldn't be using it. You don't know where I'm from. Calling me a Nubian queen, like that's wild. That's wild offensive right there. But like,
she actually a Stony Island princess.
Anyway, so basically, I say all of that to say it's just crazy. Like I've definitely dealt with that. I've definitely dealt with a white man like using my race or my color like as like they're forward into having a conversation with me, or like they have to do just like you were saying, like, oh, every day the white, you know what I'm saying, like they have to like make it very apparent, like I'm white, you're black, like, ooh, this is a thing. It's just like that's fucking lame as hell and weird. But also I definitely always deal with that too, what you were saying, just like nigga, and that only comes from niggas. Like white dudes don't white for a white dude, black is black.
Right, I was like, white people
like you're a black, like it's just like even
black.
if I was real like rich dark tone, it would be the same thing. They would just be like, "Dad, a black girl, this is fucking tight," you know.
Right.
But like, with a black dude, is like definitely the light skin, dark skin thing, and I don't understand the negative stereotypes that go behind color. Especially, it's always that. It's always you're or get into a conversation for like a week or so, you know, like you message back and forth with someone and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, you cool, I thought you wouldn't be cool. Like what the fuck people say that
now I'm mad, bitch. That's what you should
well now I'm not so cool.
People say that to me now, like even
that's
still
been happening
like
all
people,
the time,
like at work or when I was in school still, people would always like once we like were really cool, I was talking to them, would be like I thought you was so stuck
mean,
up. And I would be like, I have to, because I hear it so often.
I
like,
can see that.
I'm very quiet. Like I don't speak unless spoken to for the most part. Like I keep to myself. So apparently there's some type of look that's on my face that they will assume like, oh,
she's
like,
mean.
Because guys have told me that too. Like that they'll be like, you just don't seem like approachable. Usually
that makes sense when you put all of that stuff together. I'm the exact opposite. I walk into a room and I speak to everybody and I'm like very like, upbeat person. So for somebody, and maybe that, and I think that's why I get that more with online. But even my online presence, like if somebody scrolls through my Instagram, like I feel like I look like a person who like does shit and has fun. Like, no, bitch. But, I get a lot of dudes, especially dudes. The girls don't be saying this to me, but, like, dudes be like, oh, you actually cool. Like, they have this realization, like, oh. It's just like, what the fuck was I doing? What was I doing? What was happening in that photo that you saw?
It's all
that made you feel like
for putting the light-skinned ones in the house and letting us cook and not making us have to stay outside. That started, I feel like, that started that whole.
Well, we got raped more. If it makes y'all feel any better, we got raped way more. In that case. So, shut the fuck up. No, you're like, actually, no.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
But he definitely.
But if you want to be raped more, that's fine.
Like the majority of the issues that black people have with race, it all started.
No, exactly, of course. But it's just interesting, like the stereotypes that exist.
My mom used to tell me that when she was growing up, when she was like in grade school and she would get on the bus, like the little girls that would have like really long like pigtails and stuff, like dark skinned girls used to like jump them and cut off their ponytails like on the bus.
And I would have.
And I was like. I don't even know, especially depending on how old I am, because my mom wasn't even talking about junior high, like, because I feel like when you're a little kid, like when you're like 7, 8, like you might not even have that in you to like react to something like that other than just like shock. I'm like, that's so sad. I'm like, they was just.
And being that little, that also lets you know about how much that affected our households as black people, because that wasn't a matter of that little black girl looking at the light-skinned girl with the pretty hair. That wasn't a matter of her being like, she's prettier than me. That was something that was told to her. You know what I'm saying? Her mother is telling her, we too black, or you too black, or you too dark skinned, or your hair too nappy, or anything like that. And it creates like this envy.
Or hearing her mom say that to other people.
Oh yeah,
like indirectly.
And that's something that's carried on. I know little girls all the time, like well, not little girls, but I know women who talk all the time about what it was like being a little girl and just getting their hair done, and like hearing your mother say like, her fucking hair nappy, or just like like complaining about how I was born, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get to handpick my features, and for like my mother to be, and our mothers don't mean it. It's not like they're trying to some mothers, they're not trying to like beat you down or make you feel like you're ugly or not worthy. But it's just so interesting, like how those things really carry on in a young woman's life. This is getting off topic.
And then Madam C.J. Walker came in with the perm.
And then, but yeah, I think that it's really interesting though that these things, that stereotypes are so prominent, and like especially now, it's so weird. And the thing that was interesting about the piece in the Guardian is that they did it in London, and London is one of the most multicultural places in the world. Like it's so diverse. There's so many different types of people living in London, and so just imagine being a 20-something and in the dating field in London, and you would think that everybody's every day is seeing black people and Asian people and Middle Eastern, like every day. That's because that's our everyday life. But still, somebody has to comment on the fact that I'm Asian, or comment on the fact that I'm black, or comment on my hair, or comment on like my skin tone. Like it was a dude on there who was like a little light skin. He looked like Craig David actually, but he
was fine.
But he was saying that white women will say to him like, I would never date a black dude, but I'd date someone like you. Like just because I'm light skinned, I'm not black. Like I'm not that black. Like I'm the okay amount of black. Like that shit is weird. Like that's fucking weird.
That babies come out dark as fuck.
He's not gonna fuck them because he's woke. But yeah, I think that's interesting, and I think that's something that we should all be aware of and stay conscious of in this era of online dating. Because I'm about to be back online dating soon, and so I will be following up with you all on my escapades. I'm actually going to go into it this time around seeking only women for a while. Okay. So I'm just going to see how that goes, because I don't know where to find girls.
Are you going to let them also be the dominant one in the relationship?
No. Not deliberately. Like, I'm not going into it with that. I'm remaining open, though. Okay. If I come across a woman who is a dominant woman, I would never try to, like, stifle her or make her feel like she can't. But I do understand that I'm very uncomfortable.
You would just check out.
It depends on how she goes about it.
Because she started as the daddy when you was playing house.
I was the daddy. Oh yes. I was the husband. We didn't have kids.
Oh, whatever.
Even then, Bree was never going.
I was just trying to fuck and eat the fake spaghetti every day.
That's all y'all ever had? Damn, she couldn't even cook.
That was an impressive detail for you. That's all you ever had? That's all you ate? It was an empty plate. But y'all didn't even have big imagination. Y'all couldn't even imagine pork chops. It had to be spaghetti.
Spaghetti was good.
Like, are you kidding me? Spaghetti again?
What if I was just beating her ass like another fucking plate of spaghetti?
You're just mad.
Imaginary plates. I'm sorry.
Like Sarah's husband, Sarah's wife's man, makes her steak and potatoes every night. And this is what I get. Get out of here.
Oh my gosh! Shout out to my old friend who used to let me help her and play house.
Do you know where
and
she
make me
is
fake
now?
spaghetti? Yeah, I know all about her.
Are y'all still friends?
Not friends, but social media keeps you very, very constant in someone's life. But anyway, so that's that. If anybody has anything that they want to add to that or talk about, make sure that you hit us up on all the places that we can be hit up, and you can email us at askaway.words@gmail.com, and let's share some stories. We do have a question. This question comes. That was nice. I like that. This question comes from Gray Shepherd, and he wants to know what. Say something, Aja.
I was like,
why did you guess?
You know him?
No.
Oh, I was like, you're a big fan? You're happy that he's listening to us? I was like, what happened?
No reason.
Okay.
I don't know this person for real, guys.
Okay.
Greg, I don't know ya.
Okay.
Okay.
He wants to know what sexual acts. I'm a teacher now. I'll wait.
Man, like, we were so bad in school, we'd be like, well, anyway.
No, I'm about to get up to a whole nother tangent. Go ahead. I'm about to start a whole new conversation.
That's real crazy. You see how they openly disrespect me?
You didn't see me.
I saw you.
I did this.
I'm right here. You did it with one hand. Anyway, the question comes from Grace Shepherd, and he wants to know what sexual acts should no longer be considered taboo. I say eating ass.
Yeah, I was just like eating ass.
I don't know
For men and
taboo
women.
anymore.
But no, it's still niggas out here that don't eat pussy. Speaking of,
But it's not taboo. They just don't do it.
but
But it's taboo for them.
Yeah, like it's an old interview of DJ Khaled on the Breakfast Club, and he's talking about he don't eat pussy. He said it's a woman's job to take care of the home, and he takes care of the woman and the family, and he said he don't eat pussy. And then so Angela Yee said, well, what about, she come to you and say she don't suck dick. He said no, she gotta suck dick.
True.
That's really wild. And you know what else is taboo? Like, I guess you was a little girl, though. You didn't want nobody in your business when you act like you ain't sucked dick back in the day.
No, here's the thing. Back in the day, I have friends
told
who
me that
used
right
to
there.
definitely.
He said, I guess you was just.
No.
You turned so like to her. You was like,
I was more so
No.
like speaking to her. Like,
I think that eating ass is
you
the
are
only thing,
so
but like
funny.
also like it's a lot of things that I feel like I've opened myself up to on a personal level that people just don't talk about. So I don't know if it makes those things taboo.
like what?
Like
What? What are you doing?
like different forms of like BDSM and stuff. Like I feel like
I
that's
don't know what
something
those
that's
letters
being
stand for.
Big dick sucking.
No,
Big dick
no.
sucking midget.
You
That
know,
is what-
Big dick sucking midgets? That doesn't
Big
even
dick
make
sucking
sense.
midgets. Because the midgets have big dicks and they be sucking dicks.
That's not what you said. You said big,
Big
dick
dicks.
sucking midgets.
No, big dick sucking. Like midgets who suck big dicks. Like,
that's not what BDSM
But that's
is.
not the way the acronym is going. You can't switch
big
it
dick,
around.
big dick sucking midgets. Yeah, the midgets
Oh,
have.
okay. I
Yeah.
hear the way you're saying it.
Yeah.
But it sounds like they're
So that's what
sucking
you're
big
into.
dicks. No, that's not what that is. It's the act of just dominance, role play, bondage,
But
that
what
type of
does
stuff.
the B? What does
I
that
be
stand for?
forgetting bondage,
Okay, that's enough. I get it.
submissive,
Mhm,
something else with an M, but whatever.
Submissive.
So all of that stuff. So I'm
Management.
definitely more. I'm definitely more open to that than I think most people are.
Like Christian Grey type shit.
Sure.
You want to go kinkier than that though.
No.
You want to be hung by your toes. Like, not running down your nose. Huh? She wants to get real nasty.
No.
Huh? Yes, you do. Yeah, you do, bro. You want to get nasty.
I don't like. You're making me uncomfortable. You're making me uncomfortable.
Okay, I quit.
It's taboo.
Anyway, I definitely think that it's more taboo because, like, I talk to even like dudes that a dude I've had this conversation with, and it kind of was just like I don't know. It's not like an open like. It's not like saying, oh, you want to fuck. You know, like, the answer to that is usually going to be yeah. Like, it's just like, we're going to fuck. But, like, if you say, like, oh, like, I want to try, like, candle play or, like, you know, like, stuff like that, they'll be like, I mean, I guess, okay. You know, it's not really, like, an open, fluid conversation, like, just fucking it.
I actually saw this on Cheaters yesterday. Me and my mom were watching.
I love that show.
And the man
Classic.
That
wanted
still
to-
happens?
And I felt so bad because I was like watching it and I was getting sad with my mom. And the man he was meeting up with this woman because he wanted to be treated like a baby.
Oh,
And the
yes.
woman was like really, really religious. And like when she found out, he was like, I didn't know you would be open to it. You go to church, you don't do this. And she was like, yeah, because you're fucking sick. He was like, I'm sorry, I just had to, he was like, I swear I never had sex with her. I swear to God, I never had sex with her. And I really believed he didn't have sex with her. He couldn't come to his wife and tell her
He wants
that,
to be treated like a baby.
yeah, like she was wearing diapers. Like the woman was putting diapers on him.
Wow.
And I told my mom, I was like, that makes me sad.
It does make me sad.
Because I was like, if he just felt comfortable enough to bring
Right.
that up, like, to him. Because he already knew she was going to be.
That's why you shouldn't fucking marry people. Like,
Yeah.
why isn't
Oh, they
this
were
an
married?
open?
Yeah,
that's-
they were
why isn't this
married.
an open
Yeah.
discussion? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a kink or if you have something about you that, like,
to that extreme that you can't even you
Yeah.
have to express it.
And some people
Like-
have kinks that like regular sex just won't cut it. Like you either like I won't be satisfied, and then of course they go looking elsewhere. Why would you even get married to somebody under those conditions?
It was so sad. He was like, I
Sex is
swear,
very
he was
important.
Like, he was like, I just want to come home. Like he was like, I'm sorry. He was like, it don't mean. But it was really funny because the woman.
It's still his fault though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it was.
you cheated. Like you should have.
Like you like you said, you shouldn't have married me. You
talked
should have
about
said
this.
this from jump. This is actually a hard limit for me, and I need this. So.
Yeah, like I
But
need
it
you
was
to
really funny. It was
change
the
my
woman
diaper,
the woman who he was messing around with when the wife came in, they were at like a motel room, and the wife came in, and the woman was like, "You fucking freak! You're a weirdo!" Talking to the wife though, because she came in on them. I was like, she was really mad at the wife. She's like,
She was
bitch.
playing. She was in mom mode.
Yeah.
She was mad. Don't do that. What's wrong with you? It was like, this is not what you do. You do not break in grown people's homes.
You don't walk in here
and disrupt our private time. Now you go back to your room.
You fucking weirdo, bitch. She was like, I'm getting out of here. It was so funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
That is
it
hilarious.
was really sad though, and it's really about being open and having a conversation with your
You
partner.
gotta have a conversation. You gotta be honest with yourself. Like you gotta understand that like if you have like something that you genuinely enjoy, and it's not putting anybody else in harm's way or yourself. You know, like if it's something that is like that you could express in a healthy way, you can't like suppress that. You gotta be honest with yourself about it. You gotta be willing to talk to your partners about that stuff, because what good is sex if you're not enjoying it?
Yeah, like that's why I
What's
said
the
like
point?
it's important to have conversations because for the right man, I'll do probably anything except share, because I don't think I can get past
I
that
understand.
mentally.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, wow, you really was piping that bitch, huh?
Yeah.
And I'll do the
I don't like the way you do that. But no, I feel the same way. And I feel like I'm open to anything. But it's like, how can I be open to anything that you won't talk to me about? Like, if you have something that you really want to express or that you really want to try, like, I would rather you come to me about it than be like, or then assume that I wouldn't do it, and go to somewhere else. So, I don't think anything should be taboo. I think the only things that should be taboo or should be hush hush is if you're into some shit that puts other people in harm's way, or if you're, there are things that are illegal.
like having sex in the park is illegal.
Right, I'm about to say.
Well, no, I didn't mean like that. I meant like
anything.
pedophile type
I'm about to say
stuff.
anything with children, anything with people who cannot consent. Like a child
Yeah.
cannot consent. Someone with like a
dog.
mental. Yeah, an animal can't consent. Like any person or being that cannot say to you, "Yes, I want this," in like in a conscious mindset that makes sense. Leave them the fuck alone.
I was just
and figure it
watching
out.
something this morning with this lady talking about like her sexual experiences with like animals, and she
white.
and she was talking about how she has sex with like her miniature horse all the time, and she was talking.
You're a horse? You're a miniature horse? Oh, that's a nasty
She's
bitch.
a miniature,
Okay.
a miniature stallion, and she. But she said he's not larger than
Shut the
like.
fuck up. She a liar. She a liar.
But however,
She
she was saying that like when he's trying to court her,
Like, go on a date?
like trying to get her to have sex with him, but when the horse is like letting her know.
So he comfortable enough to walk up to this bitch and ask for some pussy. That's how much they fuck.
She said he does something that she calls a hubba, which is like he'll come up to her basically and just make like horse noises, and she basically is just like
It gets her wet.
and
She's
like
fucking sick.
And she married this man, right? She married this man, and he had never had sex like before her. Like he was a virgin. And
she out here
she
fucking
was
horse
letting
dates.
him. She took him to her horses, like because she was supposed to try to let him know, like I be doing this. And she was like, and one of her horses, the horse that she had sex with was like
Going crazy. You
brought him
like
jealous.
his dick,
You
like his
brought a
penis
nigga
was
in?
erect. And she was like, I couldn't help myself, so I gave him oral sex in front of the guy. And the guy was like, I was finally like, I found my place. Like this is where I need to be. He's like, this is where I need to be. This is why I've been a virgin all this time, because I needed to be.
What show is this?
It was on Facebook. Like, know how they put like little mini documentaries up? Like it was on Facebook, and he was like, the horse.
She
gives
should be
me
in
anal.
jail.
Just let
So
us-
the horse gives the man anal, and
Oh!
she does everything.
Oh,
with the horse.
shit!
And then her and the man have sex.
Talk
together.
about I couldn't help myself. I just gave my horse oral sex.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Let
And
us
she
live.
said the first time she had sex with a dog, she said she was bending down to pick
Ooh,
something up,
shush,
and the
be
dog
quiet,
just came up
please.
behind
No,
her.
no,
She lying because she pulled her panties down and prepped for the dog. I don't even bend down and pick up stuff naked for real. Like now I'm thinking about it.
She was outside though, so they were like cave people kind of. They were people that lived outside at that time.
No.
So,
Something wrong with this bitch.
Let us lift her
Wasn't
and her
that
people
fun?
in prayer.
Fun fact.
Let's lift her and her husband and all their animals up in prayer for real, because these motherfuckers need Jesus.
Everybody don't need pets.
I mean, yeah, that I don't even know. I'm gonna have to rest on that later.
I felt so
Not like
sorry
that.
for the animals.
like that.
I feel like the animals were like.
Oh God. Okay.
Talking about his
Okay. Look. All right. We're gonna move on to something positive. So we're gonna we're doing a combination of praises due and life is a catalog.
I'm gonna pray that she get her life together. That's what my praise is.
I have my praises due. My praises due is to a very, very close friend of mine who I talked to the other day, and she's just taking a leap on faith and moving to a foreign country, and she's just going.
What country?
Costa Rica. And she
She can definitely.
She
go
said
by
that she has two friends that she's gonna go with, but she said that she felt it on her heart and on her spirit, and she did some research and saved some money, and she's just gonna go. She's just gonna go and she's gonna live, and I think that that's so amazing and it's very inspiring, and I think that it just like reaffirmed to me that literally anything that you're doing right now can always cease. Like if you have it in your spirit to do something different, do it. Do something else. Just go and do what you want to do instead of what you feel like you're supposed to do. And I think that was very inspiring. And so that's my praises due to her. And then I have praises due to my guy Doe at Members Only, who just celebrated their 2-year anniversary yesterday. And so I stopped by, and it was just a beautiful turnout. It was a beautiful event. Like I love to just be in a space where Black people are just together and having a good time and celebrating and just like drinking and laughing and having a good time. And Doe gave a beautiful toast and just talked about his journey and talked all about how he never was like setting out to make money out of this. He really wanted to just do something for us, for the culture, and just to like set a blueprint so that other people can understand that you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. And so I thought that was really powerful, and I think that it's exciting to see Black men, young Black men who are determined and just ready to put in the work to make things happen for themselves and for other people as well, because he's very selfless, a very good dude. So I appreciated being able to be in the space there and celebrate with them. So praises due to him too. And do you have a praises due, Tati?
I do have a praises due. Now, last week, as y'all know, I discussed my irritation with Tyrese as a person lately, but and I still kind of feel that way. But however, I did just hear that the charges were dropped against him. The child abuse charges, that was being filed against him for his daughter, have been dropped. So praises due to that, because if he really was being wrongly accused, that's a horrible thing, regardless to how I feel about his shenanigans. That's a horrible thing to be accused of. So just praises due for being cleared of those charges. But
and let's
other than
continue
that,
to lift him
he's
in prayer as
still
well.
in the petty part.
Yeah, let's just lift him in prayer, because anything from you at Asia?
Nope.
Oh, okay. You okay? Anyway, perfect. So I think that this is as good a time as ever to go ahead and wrap up. Make sure that you continue to do all the things that you've always done and more of it. You can follow us on all the places to be followed. That's Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we're on YouTube. We're here for you. Make sure that you subscribe to SoundCloud, subscribe on iTunes, all of the places that we are. Go ahead and hit the button and do what you gotta do. And you can follow me at Bree.stories on Instagram, Bree_stories on TwitTwat, and you can follow A-Tati at A-Tati on Instagram, and Hey Tati on TwitTwat, and Ajano Asia at Ajano Asia everywhere. Yes, everywhere.
But I'm getting ready to delete my Twitter.
We don't care. Just kidding, we care. She's not gonna delete shit. So yes, we look forward to speaking to you all. Make sure that you follow us, especially on Instagram, where we're putting up all sorts of things and starting conversations. So be a part of it and let us know what you think and what you feel. And we're so excited to see you next week. Everybody say bye.
Bye.